Hey Gold Wingers, it's me again, Dennis, aka Superman. You're probably wondering, wow, that was a great video. How the heck did he shoot that? Well, he shot that with a 360 degree helmet mount that I designed. Well, actually I didn't design. I got this off of YouTube from a couple other designs. And it's very easy to make. You have a mount for your GoPro. You have your 360 degree swivel mount, and then of course you have your counterweights so that this thing can be balanced on the top of your head. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make one of these, and you'll be able to have one of those for your helmet. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so to make this, there's a couple things we're going to need. We're going to need a piece of 1/2 inch PVC pipe. The PVC pipe here I cut into two pieces. One that I used to make the part that you saw today, and then the other part is going to be used to make the same thing for a friend of mine, and of course to show you how to make this. So you'll need that. You're going to need 2 end caps. One I have already drilled, or actually attached. Pounded that baby in, and it's pretty tight. And then the other one is going to have a 3/8 inch hole drilled through it. You're going to need a 3/8 inch by 4 inch carriage bolt, 2 nuts to go with that carriage bolt. You're going to need a bicycle GoPro mount. You're going to need a bunch of washers, large washers or fasteners. You're going to need some flat washers, some small ones. You're going to need some screws, some nuts to fit that, and of course you're going to need some PVC glue. And the most important part is you're going to need a casting wheel, and in this case I have already removed the wheel, drilled the end out. So this was actually connected to, the wheel was connected with a rivet. I just drilled the end of the rivet out, pulled the rivet, discarded the wheel, and we're going to need this piece to make our PVC port move around. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, we're going to put our carriage bolt in to the end piece, and we're going to put that baby on there, and then we're going to screw that in, get it real tight. And reach down here. Grab that, and we're going to tighten that down real good. I need to make sure it's pretty tight, although it's not all that important because we're going to be using our glues here, and then our glues are going to be used here to clean this up. And if you've ever used this type of stuff, do both ends. And we're going to glue this piece in, and it's the same type of setup. Use a little bit of glue in here, and a little bit of glue around here, and then we're going to that in and force it all the way down to the bottom, turn it a little bit so that it stays. We're going to hold that for a couple seconds. It'll dry pretty quick. Okay, so that should be solid. Okay, and the PVC pipe, I've already done this, but what we're going to do is, this is a 5 foot pipe. we're going to drill a 1/8 inch hole at the 2 foot mark so that you have an offset of one side being 3 feet and one side being 2 feet. We also drilled one at 16 inches so that if you want the end with the camera further out, we can do that. Now the downside of that is that you're going to have more counterbalance weight, which will make this a little bit heavier on your top of your head. All right, so we're going to now add our counterbalance weight. So that's what these here fasteners are for. I've already weighed these out. So for these type of fasteners, these are 3/8 inch by 1.5 inch fasteners. You're going to need 27 of these for the same weight as the other end in the 2 foot offset to balance your GoPro. And then we'll use the other nut to screw those on. And we're not going to put this too tight because this counterbalance, we want to be able to pull these weights off or add them as needed. All right. Now we're going to take our 360-degree casing, and we are going to add 4 washers, 2 on each side of that. So we're going to stick our screw in, add 2 washers, stick it in the hole. When it comes through, we're going to add 2 more washers. The reason we use 2 washers is because if we over tighten this, it'll still allow us some movement. Then we're going to take a nut, screw that on real tight, and we'll hold that nut and we'll screw it, tighten it down. There we go, get it semi-tight. What we're trying to do is we want to get the end to come out here, and we're going to add another nut on the top, on the end of that. Okay, so once we have added the other nut on the end, we're just going to tighten just that single nut on the end just a bit, and that'll keep everything from coming off. Okay, and now we're able to swing this around. We get the up and down movement that we want, and we get the 360 degree. So now the other side, what we have is we have that end cap. Now that end cap, we don't really need this, but I encourage you to get it. It's only 38 cents. This end cap will hold and keep you, when you get this mount on here, this bicycle mount on here, it'll keep you from crushing the end of that pole. So now we're just going to slide that on there, tighten that down. We want to make sure that it's even with our centerpiece, which it is. And now we have, we'll be able to mount our GoPro on here. We'll be able to paint this tube as we need to, and we now have our 360 degree spinning helmet mount. Simple. Cost about $10 for the whole setup. You can purchase on eBay a 360 degree mount that goes right here, that actually hooks onto your helmet for about $38, $40, give or take, with shipping. That's on eBay. Or you can buy the whole setup for about $150 to $180. I don't recommend that unless you're going to be using a pole like this a lot. I figure you'll probably use this very seldom, and mostly used to, like I use, for cutaways to add something to your videos. And because you're not going to use this quite a bit, I don't recommend spending a lot of money on it. Just spend $10 and there you go. You got yourself a nice setup. All right. I hope this was kind of allowed you to see what we're doing here and get you on track to build you a nice mount to do something like I did. Thank you.